PTE Answer Short Question 3. What is the joint between your shoulder and your forearm? Elbow. What word is used to describe frozen water? Ice. What does ASAP mean? As soon as possible. Which part at the end of the book can be used for further reading? An index or a bibliography? Bibliography. Which of the following is not a means of transportation? By plane, by public transportation, or car model? Car model. When you use Microsoft Word, what does Times New Roman mean? Font. How many wheels does a tricycle have? 3. What do you call the siblings that were born at the same time? Twins. What is the device that shows the time of the day according to the shadow of sunlight? Sundial. How would you describe the process in which ice becomes water? Melting. What is the opposite of still? Dynamic. What is paper made from? Wood. Which books you cannot borrow from the library? Reserved book. What century are we living in now? The 21st century. What is the collection of pictures called? Album. What do we call a period of 1,000 years? Millennium. What do you call a place where tennis is played? Tennis court. What do you call a person who studies the weather? Meteorologist. What is the replacement of a typewriter? Printer. How many sides does a hexagon have? 6. What is the name of the third month of the year? March. What can be added to a drink to cool it down on a hot day? Ice. In the university, what do you study if you want to study? The human mind and behaviors? Psychology. What do you call the buildings of a university or college and the land around them? Campus. How do you call the money that you pay in advance for receiving newspapers or journals? Subscription. How many sides does an octagon have? 8. What is the opposite of even numbers? Odd numbers. Is a short sleep an afternoon a siesta or a nap? Siesta. What is the study of plants? Botany. How do we describe a person who is educated? Literate. What do you call a doctor specialized in eye treatments? Oculist or ophthalmologist. What do you call students in universities who have not yet graduated? Undergraduates. What do you call a person who is 100 years old or more? Centenarian. What is the part of a river where it joins the sea? Estuary. What do you call something that can be carried easily, portable, or cumbersome? Portable. What are the facilities on shore that monitor ships or communicate with them by radio signals? Coast radio station. What is the huge truck that contains oil? Oil tanker. What is the pointing device used in a presentation? Laser pointer or laser pen. What do we call the animals that live in the sea? Marine animals. What is the process of moving information from a computer to the internet? Upload or uploading. What do we call people who work on a ship or plane? Crew. What is the device that controls electrical appliances on and off? Switch. What do we call a picture that a doctor takes to see inside your body? X-ray. When trains or cars need to go through a mountain, where do they enter the mountain? Tunnel. What can you see in a mirror or still water surface when facing them? Reflection. What is the magazine that is dedicated to academic news? Journal or academic journal. What do we call the person who plays musical instruments? Musician. What do we call the things of 88 keys covered by color white and black? Pianos. Which century is the year 1642 in? 17th. What do you call a notice of death in a newspaper? Obituary. Which sense of human relates to the following words, soft and roughness? Tactile sensation or sense of touch. If a species is described as venomous, what substance does it have? Venom or poison. What do we call the pen that receives its ink from its reservoir? Fountain pen. What would a person do usually on sabbatical? Study or travel. What do we call a large building with a square base and triangular sides? Pyramid. What is the opposite of horizontal? Vertical. What is the process of breaking down plastic and glass and using it again? Recycling. What flight starts in a country and ends in the same country? Domestic. What do we call a person undergoing treatment in a hospital? Patient. What do we call a person who takes care of children when your parents are at work? Babysitter or nanny. What is the electronic device whose function is about the arithmetic of numbers? Calculator. How we call it if trees are cut down in a large area. Deforestation. In the compass, there are 4 directions: north, south, east, and west. What day is the first day of a week which starts with T? Tuesday. Which one of the 4 seasons has the lowest temperature? Winter. What is the opposite of maximum? Minimum. What do we call a person who is registered for the election? Candidate. What do we call the state of having a lot of fat in one's body? Obesity. Which natural resource is used to produce paper? Wood.